it's like one of those things like, all right, if I say this, and here's like a more of like, I guess like a, if we want to put a little bit more like parameters parameters around this woo woo, you know what I'm saying? Parameters around this woo woo. But one reason is, I think when we say things, if we act in a different way, we get a level of cognitive dissonance. So if I say like, people are after me, and this is how extreme I think it is. If I say people are after me, people are after me, people are after me, and then if I'm in a situation where people aren't after me, I'm gonna feel a level of mental discomfort because I'm not congruent with what I'm saying. And so I believe that the body naturally will be like, okay, well, I need to be in that situation since that's
what I'm programmed to do. Yeah.
So
that's
interesting. Steer you in weird situations, and you're like, oh, I think, yeah. So I think like it's a little woo-woo, but I also think that when you think hard enough about it, it's like it makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, and so some might say that like his lifestyle was the product of his own narrative.
Yeah.
His own storytelling.
Yeah, his own creation.
That's interesting. Yeah. Is there anything else that you might recommend for founders out there that they could pick from John McAfee's, or from, you know, your reading of John McAfee's life?
I think one is the problem, solving a problem, and then the thing that's really interesting to me with John McAfee is not only just solving the problem, but then selling the problem. And the way that he sold the problem,
the solution.
The way they sold the solution is, you could even say sell the problem. If I'm giving you a problem, then I'm also gonna give you the solution.
The problem's out there. Yeah.
But I think that there's a real thing to peel back there with how quick he sold something that people needed.
Yeah.
And how shameless he was about going around and broadcasting that and letting people know that they needed it and putting real constraints around that. He says people like, that draws people's attention, people like risk, uncertainty, the unknown, but they don't like experiencing it themselves or without a solution. And he's somebody that I think it's a real takeaway. I think that it's very clear with him too, because he was in and out. I also think another thing is understanding the value of, one thing that we didn't really get into is privacy.
Yeah.
And understanding his beliefs on privacy, where he was saying, like, know what you're giving up when you're getting something for free online. Know what the exchange
is. It's not actually free.
Yeah, know what the exchange is. Know why they're offering something for free. Know what the offer is and what you're actually agreeing to and what the deal is. I think that's a really powerful thing to take away from him.
I like that. Yeah, I was thinking like really controlling the narrative and understanding where you're at in the narrative. There's so many times where I've watched a John McAfee interview where it's almost like you can feel like he has a bunch of stories queued up that he wants to tell, and anytime the interviewer tries to go a different way, he goes, okay, we'll go back to this. Because he knows, okay, this is a narrative I can tell, I can explain, and he knows it captures people's attention in a way that is so beautifully John. Like, I haven't seen it in a lot of other people. It's very unique to the way he's able to capture a room and talk about these stories in a way that captivates your attention. It's just, I don't know how else to describe it. And you see this a lot in the interviews that you watch. He's always talking about the good old days, almost like. It's that feeling. And so I think controlling the narrative and understanding where you fit inside that narrative, he's a master at that. And so that's something that people could learn for sure.
That's also something that we're about to get into.
Yeah.
In this super secret founders drive, which you can find on Constance. We have some episodes floating around YouTube as well. There, we're going to go a little bit more into John McAfee, controlling the narrative. We're going to go into some of his values a little bit more, just stuff that we've deduced, beliefs, touch on the psychology, but we're really going to get a little bit more practical, strategic, and peel into John McAfee, the mind of John McAfee.
Yeah, how you can apply this in your business and your life.
Yes.
So check it out, link in the description below. And if you guys have any founders that you guys want us to cover, please let us know.
Let us know.
And we will be back next week with another founder.
Peace out.